video is going to introduce you to a new strategy. As you get older and you start to learn about more complicated concepts, vocabulary, words, and terms, you're going to want to have a strategy for creating a way for your brain to remember what they mean. So we're going to practice this using the linking strategy. So the linking strategy is like creating chain links in your brain that connect the new term you're trying to learn to something familiar, to a story, and to a picture. It's a great way to activate multiple parts of your brain to help you remember and understand new terms. So a few things you need to know. The first thing you're going to be doing is choosing a reminding word. Reminding words sound like part of the new word you're learning, has to be a real word, and has a meaning you already know. It is something that's going to help you remember what the new word means. So the way this is helpful for your brain is because it makes a connection between something new that you're unfamiliar with and something you're already familiar with. It gives you a frame of reference. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to look for the definition of the term. Now, if you're in history or in science, most likely you're going to find those definitions in your textbook or your notes. If you're in English, you might actually need to look up the definition and then look back to the story or the text that you're reading and see which definition fits the best. Then you're going to find a linking picture, and the picture has to include a part that connects to the reminder word as well as a part that connects to the definition. It should be a picture that's going to help you remember the definition and remember the reminding word. Again, linking to your frame of reference so that your brain has a way of thinking about the new idea. Finally, a linking story. And this is just a short sentence that uses the reminding word and uses the new word and helps solidify that link in your brain. So let's take a look at what this looks like. So in this example, my new concept or term was the word enlightenment, right? So enlightenment. Now I chose the reminding word light because it sounds like the new term. I know what light means. Light is something bright. Light is the opposite of dark. Light is something that you can follow in the dark. So that gives my brain a frame of reference for enlightenment. Now, here's the definition over here. I took this from my history notes, right? An 18th century movement in which thinkers attempted to apply the principles of reason and scientific method to all aspects of society. It would become an intellectual revolution that would change the Europeans' view of government. So I kind of think to myself, okay, so this is a movement. It's a group of people who use science and reasoning, and it changed the European viewpoint. So then I have to create like a linking story. So for the linking story, I have to include both my term and my reminder word. And then I also want my linking story to somewhat remind me of the definition. So you can see how all of these linking words and stories are really creating like breadcrumbs in my brain so that when I go to remember the meaning of a word, I really understand it and I have a lot of different ways to think about it. So my linking story is science was the light, and I highlighted light because that's my reminding word, that led people out of the dark ages during the Enlightenment. So notice I used both light and enlightenment. My linking story has something to do with the definition, right? So again, all these links between all these different ideas are giving our brains several different ways to remember the concept or term. And then a picture, a visual picture to activate the part of our brain that sees visually. So in this example, I chose a picture of a candlelight because it really made me think of how science was kind of like the light that people were looking at during the Enlightenment. So all of these things work together to help you remember and understand a term. And you can see how creating one of these slides might take a little bit of time because your brain has to work through these ideas. So that's okay. It should take you time. Let's look at another example. This example is for the term revolution. Now, when I looked at the term revolution, I thought about the word revolve. And I thought about how For the definition of revolution, it says sudden and violent movement that seeks not only to establish a new system, but to transform an entire society. The other definition was slow but sweeping transformation of the entire society that takes several generations to bring about, such as changes in religion. So I really thought about this word revolve. I know what revolve means. I thought about like a revolving wheel or a bicycle wheel turning and changing course. And it sounds like the term revolution. So this is my reminding word. And then I had to create a linking story that combines both of the words and part of the definition, right? So my linking story is the American Revolution revolved around the British wanting to impose greater control over the colonies. Now, I know about the American Revolution because I learned about it in like elementary school history, right? Or middle school history. So I know that the American Revolution was a sweeping change in our government and in the American way of life. So that's something I'm familiar with. It contains both revolution and revolved. So it contains my reminding word and my term, and I highlighted those to like draw my attention to it, right? So my brain already has a definition that links to the story, that links to my reminding word, that links to my new term. So the final step really is my brain needs a visual to have in it to activate that part of my brain. So I chose this visual because it looks like it's turning, so it looks like it's revolving. It makes me think about change because it reminds me of like recycling when you change something into another thing and you reuse it but it looks like a different thing. So now when I see the word revolution, my brain can either think about a word I already know, revolve. It can think about this picture and remind me about the meaning. It can think about this story where I'm reminded about the meaning. And hopefully, all these things kick my brain into thinking about the definition of the term and all the things that I know about the term. And when I'm reading something and I see the word revolution, my brain will automatically consider one or more of these points of reference, making it easier for me to understand whatever I'm reading. So, how do you do this? Let's say Mrs. Spall gives you a new term. How do you actually use the slides, right? So, what you're going to do is when you get your list of vocabulary words, you're going to go to this linking vocab template and you're going to go up here to the plus sign and you're going to use the pull down menu. And the pull down menu has something called blank link, and you're going to choose blank link. And over here, you'll see a spot for the term. So all you have to do is choose the text box and pull it down and type in the term. And then what you're going to want to do next is look for the definition. So you'll either use a dictionary or your textbook, and you're going to look at that definition and type it down. So again, you'll have to choose a text box right here, right? And so you'll have to write the definition. And then you're going to want to kind of think through what a good reminding word will be. Like, remember, the reminding word has to be or sound like the actual term itself. So again, you'll choose a text box, you'll go down, you'll type in your reminding word. Now, when you do the story, again, you'll choose your text box. And remember, your story has to include the definition, the reminding word, and the term itself. And you have to create a link or a sentence that kind of takes into consideration those three things. And you'll type in your story. The linking picture is a little bit different. So what you can do is you can go to Insert, Image, and you can search the web. Now, what I did for revolution was I typed in revolve and revolver, and I got some guns, and that reminds me of the American Revolution, right? But that doesn't really remind me of revolve. So what I had to then do was type in revolve, and I got a bunch of random pictures that didn't really look like it was going to help me. So I scrolled down and I eventually found the picture I wanted to use and I selected it. And you'll notice it's the wrong size, so I had to resize it, right? So that's how you do the picture. The important part is that you go slow and you think things through and you're purposeful about your reminding word, your linking story, and your picture to provide a frame of reference for your brain. As always, ask questions if you have them.